Hey soldiers, welcome to another episode of Soldier in Red Lipstick. How are you doing? How is life with you? Anyway, today I want to talk about something that I have titled Your Tears, Your Victory. Okay, now, for those people who really know me, I don't like to go to the gym. I don't. That's the truth. I'm being honest, I'm being open. I do not like the gym. Here's why. So if I go to the gym 1-2 days, I come back home, my body hurts like crazy. Like my muscles hurt, they're torn. It is so painful. And then I get discouraged. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going. Then I get tired. And then I start to, dread the whole idea of going back to the gym. And then after a while, maybe my husband pushes me and says, you know what, you need it. It's good for your health. Why don't you try? He tries to encourage me. And then I say, okay. And then I try to go again. Same thing happens. The moment I start to feel the pain, I can't get up in the morning properly, I can't walk, I can't lift my arm. I'm like, you know what, there must be another way to lose weight or to get healthy or to get my cardio going. I can't do this. And then I stop. So at that point, I get discouraged because of the pain, because of my muscles, because of the tearing. Now, on the other hand, my husband, he goes to the gym, he comes back, his muscles hurt, they're torn, he's in pain. But every day, he keeps going and going. And then I look at him and I'm like, you're so fit. You know, your tummy is gone down, your muscles are grown. What's going on? You're so fit, you're so healthy. We'll take a walk and I'm tired halfway and he's still going and going. And I'm like, there's something off somewhere. What's going on? And he says to me, look, for you to be able to be healthy and take long walks without getting tired, for you to build and tone up your muscles and all that, you have to endure the pain. My muscles hurt. They are torn to shreds most of the time. But the more I go, in fact, they will tear. As I keep going, they'll keep tearing, they'll keep hurting. But after a while, it will build because tearing up your muscles means that you're reshaping your body. You're reshaping those muscles and they will go through that tearing for it to form and be strong. And then when your body gets used to it, it won't hurt anymore. You just get tired once in a while, but you'll get stronger, you'll get fit, and it won't hurt as much. Then you start to enjoy it. And then I started to think about our lives, our spiritual lives. Because the one thing that I know for sure is that nobody likes pain. So I started wondering, have we been doing this to ourselves? Because let me be honest with you, some years ago, sometimes it happens now, okay? Sometimes every day I pray, I read the Bible, I'm all for God. I'm listening to gospel music every day. Then after a while, something happens to discourage me. Maybe somebody says something or something happens to me or I go through some tragedy or something that brings me a lot of pain and I cry, I shed tears. Then I get discouraged. Then I get busy. Then I'm not reading the Bible every day. Then I'm not praying every day. I keep putting it off. Or later, before I go to bed, I'll pray. When I wake up in the morning, I'll pray. My relationship with God no longer, is no longer the way it used to be. My studying the word and my being on point with my relationship is no longer the way it used to be. Because the moment I go through something that discourages me, I stop. And then I start again. I try to pull myself together. But what I don't realize is that when those things happen, when the pain comes, when I shed those tears in my time of discouragement, I am supposed to continue pressing on. I'm supposed to continue studying the word. I'm supposed to continue praying fervently because that is the only way to build. If I can build my spiritual muscle through the pain, through the doubts, through the discouragement, through the tiredness, if I can build my spiritual muscle, then I'm strong enough to withstand any spiritual attack. Then I'm ready for God to take me to my next level. Then I'm ready for that breakthrough that I'm praying for. Because what we don't realize is that it doesn't come like that. As children of God, we should know, because the Bible has already taught us and given us examples, that you don't just sit down and, I need this, I wish for this, I want to grow, my ministry, my breakthrough, my finances, and you expect God to just drop it on your lap. No, you have to go through the motion. Just the way people go through rigorous exercise and go through the tearing of their muscle, we also have to go through the spiritual tearing. When our muscles spiritually are torn down, but we keep pushing and keep going, then we start to build it up. Then we are fit, we're spiritually strong, we're spiritually formed. all the toning that we need, we're spiritually toned, then we are ready to withstand anything. Then we are ready to take those long walks spiritually, no matter what is thrown at us. We're like, we're here. We are victorious no matter what. Because I started thinking about Moses and the wilderness. Before he could go to take his people to the promised land, before he could free his people from Egypt, see how many years it took him. That was his tearing period. That was his exercise period. That was his gym, because God was preparing him. It took over 40 years. Look at Joseph, how they threw him and expected him to die. And then they now forgot him again in prison after he helped them. Look at all the people. Look at Abraham. See how long it took before he had a son. Those years, you think he wasn't crying and saying, God, when will my time come? When will I have a child? But those spiritual tearing, those years of pain and doubt and anger and frustration and everything, is the time that we have to keep pressing on. So I am trying to, as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. I'm saying to myself, what is it that causes me to stop praying regularly, or reading the Bible regularly, or trusting God the way I used to? Discouragement, pain, tears. I'm going through this, I'm going through that. But like I do with my gym, I will stop. And then to start again becomes a problem. That is not the example of, or a description of, a real child of God. So if we really, really are serious about being soldiers in the Lord's army, we should all realize that it's not easy. This walk with Christ is not easy. It's not as easy as they make it seem. We will go through our tests. A lot of us want testimonies, but we don't realize that there's a test that we have to overcome before the testimony will come. We want breakthroughs, but we have to break through. And in breaking through, we will hurt. If you don't want to hurt, then stop expecting a breakthrough. But to break through anything in life, for God to give you that breakthrough, you will hurt. You will go through a series of tests, series of things before you are strong. So in building up our spiritual muscle, let's not be afraid of the tearing. Let's not be afraid of the pain, of the anger, of the doubt, of the false accusations, of the lies, of things that people would do to us or throw at us. Because that's the enemy at work. He will throw it at you to discourage you so that you stop. Just like I stopped going to the gym. So, but I'm saying now, we have to build that spiritual muscle no matter how painful or how difficult it is. I'm hoping that there's somebody else out there that's listening to me. You will join me in my resolution. This is my resolution now, that no matter what it is that's discouraging me or making me upset or giving me doubts, I am going to continue pressing on, studying the word and being the child of God that I'm supposed to be. Okay, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you'll share it as well. Let people hear it. I mean, for me, as I speak to people, I speak to myself. This is all about encouraging one another. This is all about growing together and building an army. It's not easy to be in the army. We know that. If you enlist in the army, whether it's in Nigeria, whether it's in Uganda, in America, in Europe, if you enlist in the army, you go through a series of training, and that training is rigorous, it's painful. A lot of people drop out because they can't take the pain. But those who really want to do it, they press on and they do it. And that's what we're trying to do here together. So let's build our spiritual muscles. And we're all sisters in Soldier and Red Lipstick. Let's hold our hands. Let's hold each other up. Let's pray for each other. Let's help each other grow. If somebody out there feels that they're being discouraged and they're not able to go to church or study the word, or they're just depressed, they don't even know what to do, and they need the encouragement to just keep going, we're here for you. Send us a message on our social media. Come to our DM and say, hey, this is the situation I'm in. I'm going through this. I need prayers. I need help. I need encouragement. I just need that boost to keep going. And that's what this is about. So thank you for hanging out with me. And I know that God will touch your heart and turn things around. And let's just pray before we go. Father, in the name of Jesus, I just thank you for all my beautiful and wonderful sisters who are listening to me today. I pray, Father, that you will touch their hearts in such a way that they will continue to love you regardless, pray to you regardless, study your word regardless, no matter what it is that we're going through. Father, help us to build our spiritual muscle, no matter how painful it is, no matter what the tearing is, no matter how much tears that we have to shed. But Lord, just help us to remember that for us to be victorious, we have to keep pressing on. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. I know that you are a good God. Your thoughts for us are of good and not of evil. And as we continue to call you Abba Father, you will continue to take care of each and every one of us. Father, bless their homes. Bless the work of their hands. Bless their businesses. In Jesus' mighty name, we have prayed. Amen. Thank you for hanging around. I'll see you again soon. God bless you.